as I was trying to say before the Game Boy came out here and started spewing his drivel, is tonight all the fans are voting for the new commissioner or the current commissioner of the UWE, either the Game Boy or Tracy. And my vote, if I was voting, which I can't because it's the fans' vote, is for Tracy. Tracy does a lot behind the scenes.
Well, you see, that's the problem. And that's why we have to have this vote, is because Tracy is also a little biased, whether you believe it or not. And while we're here, we might as well say it. I am here on request of the Game Boy. The Game Boy contacted me earlier this week and said, Deuce, why don't you come on down to the show? I might have some need for some of your services. So, there's a possibility that, I might get a little page on my phone here, and I might have to leave the ringside here for some work. Maybe we'll have something in mind tonight, but that's all going to depend on what Game Boy's situation is.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm afraid to see what would happen to the UWE if Game Boy won that election.
What do you mean? If Game Boy won that election, you will see everything get 10 times better around here.
But he came out here, he told Levi, that's it. You don't win this match, you're getting the axe.
Hey, plain and simple, when you have a new commissioner in position, first thing he's got to do is he's got to evaluate talent. And I'll tell you right now, I got to be honest with you, I'm not too impressed with either one of these guys in the ring, and there's a reason why. I am a gambler at heart. The only thing that there is between me and a cowboy that there is a likeness in is the fact that we both have been known to gamble. Now, I look at what I see in the ring. I see one guy whose parents obviously loved blue jeans because they had to name their kid Levi. The other one, it looks to me like, I'm sorry, but all I can think of is that his parents must have wanted a dog.
Well, I'm glad that this is a fan vote.
Like the fans know what they want in the first place.
They do.
That's why they need somebody like the Game Boy to show them.
Tracy will win this vote. But moving on to something else, is these two tore down the house last show in a bull rope match. They were all over the arena. And I think this one may settle that score.
Well, there's that possibility, or it could also make things get 10 times worse between the two of them, too.
It's pro wrestling. You never know. Levi Blue clearly upset at the Game Boy. Yeah, he just said, I want nothing to do with that guy. I don't disagree with him here. If I was him, I might grab Game Boy, drag him in the ring, and give him a couple of those chops.
Yeah, we'll see how far that gets you. You'll be finding yourself in the unemployment line.
I tried to be unbiased, but Game Boy's actions as of late, I just can't be quiet anymore.
I don't know. I know Levi well enough to think that, he's trying to sucker Ruff Crossing in right now. Watch. He's trying to make him think he's on his side, but I'll tell you right now, the minute Ruff Crossing takes his eyes off Levi's going to be all over him.
Scoop slam coming up here. Is Levi going to go down? Yes, he does. Ruff with the cover. Levi right out of that cover. I think that was only a 1 count.
Yeah, it's too early for a pinfall. I don't know what Ruff Crossing was thinking. That tumbleweed of a brain he has must have been tumbling around too much to think he could get a pinfall that early.
Laying in the right-handed punches to Levi here.
Come on, Ruff, those are close fists.
Nice knee lift by Ruff crossing. Irish whip into the buckle. Drop kick to the jaw of Levi Blue with another cover. But one thing about Levi Blue is you never know when he's going to get that spark of energy and come back.
Now, Levi is a veteran of the ring. He's been doing this for well over 10 years. He's got more in him than Ruff Crossing is giving him credit for right now. He's just biding his time. He's the wily veteran. He's just biding his time, waiting for that opportunity.
Another shotgun Irish whip by the Cowboy Ruff Crossing.
There we go. What did I tell you?
The veteran showing what he's good at with a bulldog. Ruff Crossing in some pain. I think Levi could get the win here, but he's just toying with Ruff.
Well, unfortunately, that's also the problem with being a veteran. He also means he's getting old. He needs to get a breather. But he's right back on top of him, so I'll cut Levi some slack. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of Cowboys, but I got to cut him some slack here.
Nice lariat by Levi Blue and a cover. One thing I do know about Levi, he likes taking a beating and he likes giving a beating. He just loves to fight. Nice upper-handed chops by Levi and a headbutt to the lower region.
Oh, no. If you looked at the referee even acknowledged that was to the gut. That was a legal shot. Well, what is going on here? Why is Levi trying to stop Game Boy from doing that? I don't understand that.
You know, I kind of have to wonder here. This may be all like a mind game. I don't trust Game Boy and Levi. Another cover, only a near fall.
Well, see, now this is the thing. Even Game Boy is doing his evaluations right now because he's checking the referee, because if he does get that position as commissioner, he's going to be looking at everybody on this roster, not just everybody that wrestles. He's going to be looking at the referee as well.
It could be Pee Wee's job, any of the wrestlers' job, and hey, I may not be here next show if Game Boy gets elected.
Is that a promise?
Well,
God, I hope Game Boy wins. God, I've only been out here for 2 matches and I already can't stand being by you.
But I'll promise you, as much as Game Boy has mood swings, you might not be far behind me. Levi here with the side headlock, a DDT possibly coming up. Yes, drop down DDT, face first into the mat, goes Ruff Crossing.
Come on, Levi, go for a pin. What is going on?
Levi appears to be very upset. Like I said, I'm skeptical of this whole situation.
You're skeptical. I'm stunned. Why would he be doing that? That doesn't make sense. Come on, Levi, you're talking about your job here.
Back elbow, pump handle slam, possibly. Yes, has him up and down. Cover him, Ruff, cover him.
Well, I think we might have somebody on the unemployment line if Max Morrison gets the position of commissioner.
And your winner, Ruff Crossing!
Well, now this is going to get interesting. The Game Boy has the microphone. Tell him what.